Adam, how would you like to turn into an idiot?
I'm not sure I follow.
For our new sponsor, Village Idiot Pub, the 5K.
Oh, yeah. Village Idiot Pub in historic Cocoa Village is holding an event for the Children's Hunger Project called The Village Has Lost Its Idiot Again.
The run is a 5K held right in front of Village Idiot Pub on Harrison Street in Cocoa.
It's an event to raise money and awareness for the Children's Hunger Project. While you can run, you don't have to. You can walk, skip, or drink your way to the end.
So bust out those costumes, bedazzlers, and sequins and get creative, as there will be awards for the best dressed fool or idiot. The theme is Masquerade Ball.
Also, you've heard them on Living Podcariously do a performance, as well as guesting on the Twisted 10. Our friends of the podcasts, Hot Pink, will be performing for the Village Idiot at 7 p.m.
This 5K is not a timed event. It's a fun run. It's really about having fun and raising some money for the Children's Hunger Project.
Village Idiot Pub has over 30 beers on tap, including ciders as well as Hefeweizens, my favorite, hundreds of bottle choices, and a great selection of wine.
So get your friends together for the run, then enjoy the board games, puzzles, and giant Jenga inside, as well as Hot Pink's performance.
Jason and the rest of the staff are awesome and will take excellent care of you.
Mention either one of our shows to the staff and get 10% off your tab.
You can catch the entire cast from Living Podcariously as well as the Twisted 10 there on April 1st for this run. I'm thinking we should set up mics and let our listeners and the people at Village Idiot add some commentary.
Ooh, that could be dangerous.
The Village Idiot Run will be on April 1st, directly in front of the Village Idiot Pub on Harrison Street in Cocoa, directly across from the big park.
Visit Village Idiot Pub on Facebook for full event details.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All three engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You're listening to the Twisted 10, bringing you original and unique, host-created top 10 list, recorded live in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida, with hosts Tach Van Sickle and Adam Poston.
All right, and welcome to the Twisted 10. If this is your first time coming to this show, welcome. And what we do here is we take a top 10 list, original top 10 list. We break it down, we mash it up, we put it in a little sandwich, maybe even a Hot Pocket. We microwave it for about a minute and a half. Then we eat it, and that's called consumption, Adam.
Our listeners are so confused if this is their first episode.
And then we break it down and we have a good time with it. So, welcome to the Twisted 10. I am not a host today, but I am a guest, and my name is Tach. And sitting over there on the other chair.
That's right. My name is Adam. I am also not one of your hosts tonight. And Tach is kind of leading into this correctly. We sometimes allow guests to completely take over the show and bring us their own original unique top 10 list. Sitting over on the lady chase here in the Twisted 10 studio.
Hi, I'm Andrea Joy, and I am not your hostess.
All right.
And over in the oddly placed chair.
It's in a weird spot, yeah.
I'm not in my normal home. I don't know how I feel about this. That notwithstanding, I am Jay Alvarez. Again, not the host this week.
Oh.
Who could it be?
So what's going on, Tach?
Well, we do have a special guest in the studio, well, sort of in the studio. With us tonight, we have Ash Blodgett. Welcome, Ash.
Thank you.
Ash.
Thank you.
What is going on?
I took a break from catching Pokemon to be here.
She's a millennial, guys, just so you guys know. So
most of us are just barely outside that millennial age.
Yeah, and she lives in Los Angeles, which means she
Even
doesn't
more.
like guns and loves Obama. So,
Ash, you may also hear in the background our little studio mascot, Oliver, jumping around and barking occasionally.
Oliver, oddly enough, also not a host this week, guys.
No. We should have Oliver's top 10 list one week.
Top 10 dog
Bonus
treats.
episode.
Oliver's top 10 favorite things to bark at.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ash, Tach sent me a link. I had seen it a long time ago when you did a guest appearance on his show on the Taint Funny podcast a while back. I saw some of your YouTube channel videos, but he recently resent it to me because he said you might be coming on the show. So I looked at your videos again, and there's some really, really funny shit in there.
Thank you.
I personally, and I didn't see these back then, so I don't know how old they are, but my personal favorite is Date Ninja.
Oh, Breakup Ninja,
Breakup Ninja?
Or Breakup Ninja.
Yeah.
Breakup Ninja. Yeah, my bad. I named the wrong thing. Oops. But yes, that is my absolute favorite. The beach scene has to be one of my favorite
man.
videos that you guys have up.
You know, that was like one of the hardest things to shoot too, because I was like, let's shoot on the beach. And then we got there and we were like, sand everywhere. Sand. Why did we do this? This is a horrible idea.
It's like sex on the beach. It's like, oh, it's just going to be nice. It's going to be romantic. And then you got sand and all your crevices and orifices. And,
Every crack.
Yeah, so Ash runs Laugh Stash TV on YouTube. And there's several different shows in there. You got the Hunger Games. You have Let's Drink.
Oh, wait.
Right?
1 second. Oh, no. My Roomba's going off. I'm sorry. 1 second. Let me stop it.
That's all good. Take your time.
Like I said, guys, she's Los Angeles millennial. She's got a Roomba.
the best thing of that was like the Roomba came in kind of like that kid in that BBC interview.
That was hilarious.
Walked in on his dad's interview.
Oh my God. I was thinking beforehand how that would be my dog. My dog would come in like the BBC interview. I had no idea it would be my robot. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
That is perfect.
That was
Ash.
so good. It should have been planned.
Oh man. The funny part is I don't just have one Roomba. I have two.
Oh my God.
I want a Roomba now.
Wait, which one came with the cat and the shark fin?
The newer edition, actually. Yeah. DJ
Nice,
Roomba,
nice.
I believe they call it.
DJ Roomba.
Yeah.
All right, so you have the Hunger Games. You have
Let's drink. Yeah.
And you also do like Comic-Con or whatever and video game parodies, yeah?
Yeah, we've done some Comic-Con interviews in the past. We do video game parodies. We just Saturday released our latest one, which is a Fallout 4 parody, which is pretty fun. We're like parodying the I don't know how familiar you are with Fallout, but
Oh, the VAT system.
yeah,
I
the
did
VAT
see that.
system. We're parodying the VAT system and the special videos that Bethesda released with the game that were sort of like explaining the different abilities. So we
nice.
just released that one. That one was like a year in the making, so it was like a
I
relief.
heard you guys talking about it on Let's Rewatch, which I still listen to every single episode. I love that podcast. I
Oh,
love it.
thanks. Yeah, Let's Rewatch is our podcast where we rewatch old movies that we liked in our youth and see if they still hold up. And let me tell you guys, it's a mixed bag.
It's great. It is. And what's funny about Ash is Ash has never heard of anything that they talk about.
I know.
Like, what is that? I've never seen that. Does that exist? And it's so funny. There's like 5 people on the show.
Yeah.
What happened to Bryce? I haven't heard Bryce in the past. Not that he talks anyway, but
Yeah.
I haven't heard him on there lately.
Bryce was kind of like, I'm done. He was like, I'm all right.
I kind of figured that because he
Yeah.
never talked anyway. So
I always
haven't seemed
drag
like you
him
forced
into
him there
everything,
anyway.
and he's just
Yeah.
like the quietest guy, so introverted, and I'm very extroverted. So I'm like, yeah, of course you'll want to do this podcast. And he's like, you want to put a microphone in front of me and have me talk to people? Like, no, ew. So poor guy. Finally, he was like, look, I don't like doing this.
But it's a very entertaining podcast. I love it. I listen to it every single day. I wish you did them weekly. That's what kind of bothers me.
We're like our original goal was like, oh, we'll do this weekly, and then we're all so busy, and also half the people on the podcast live like super far away from us, and it's just kind of it's a long podcast to do. It takes us like 4 hours to record an episode because we record before.
Because they have to watch a movie.
Yeah, we watch the movie and then we record our reactions. So it's like, we try to record 2 in a day, and it's like, that's the whole day.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, I'm waiting for the invitation to be on that podcast.
yeah,
just
we'll have to have you on. Totally. I was thinking that.
Subtle.
Yeah.
Definitely, because
Oh, you were thinking that, were you?
I was. Yeah, definitely.
No, I love the Let's Rewatch.
I just started thinking about it like 5 seconds ago.
Nice.
I just love
dick.
the idea about that. My first, when I first joined the crew here, my first top 10 was 10 movies that ruined my childhood.
Oh,
And
nice.
there were 5 video game movies and 5 comic book movies that just totally destroyed every good memory that I ever had.
Oh, no.
Howard the Duck was, of course, on that list.
She's probably never heard of it.
I
You have
have.
to
I haven't seen it, though.
Right.
absolutely what you've missed nothing.
No, that should be on your list on that podcast, Howard the Duck.
Yeah, Howard the
Yeah.
Duck should absolutely be on there.
You know, and that's a Marvel comic, isn't it?
Howard the Duck was the first
Yeah.
actual Marvel movie
Yeah.
to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marty McFly's mom fucked a duck. That's basically what could go on the cover
Definitely.
of that movie poster.
Actually, Nick, our like main host of the show, is a huge Howard the Duck fan, and so it has been on the list. We just haven't gotten to it yet, but he was super stoked about.
nice.
Did you see the button at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was so good. Seth Green doing the voice.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
It's funny because I've sent in them suggestions of movies to watch, and so far they've hated everything else. So I
We
told you guys to
really-
Well,
watch
Tack, hang on. Tack, you send them like the rom-coms, like when Harry Met
no.
Sally and shit. That's your kind
Hey,
was thinking of
there's
movies-
nothing wrong with When Harry Met Sally. Sir.
Actually, we
All right.
was
really
thinking
want to
of-
do Willow, which Tack has suggested a long time ago, but you can't
did.
find that movie anymore. you
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
like
Willow's our
buy
vote.
it, and it's super expensive to buy like the DVD or the Blu-ray because like it's
Yeah.
not streaming anywhere. It's ridiculous.
I know I had suggested Batteries Not Included.
Oh, yeah.
Which I haven't seen since I was a kid. And the whole episode, they're like cursing me. Thanks, Tack. This is a shitty fucking movie. I can't believe we
It
watched
was
it.
so good as a kid. Is it not good?
Batteries
I don't know.
It's-
I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
It's basically the old people from Hey Arnold before Hey Arnold was born.
Yes,
basically
that's a
all-
I
great.
loved
It's
that.
all people
And
from
robots.
Cocoon.
And alien robots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that the one where they make the peanut butter sandwich solution?
You got the little
sandwich?
robot flipping the
think.
cheeseburgers on the griddle.
You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
always
yeah,
feel
yeah.
so bad when we have a guest on and they're like, we loved this movie, and then we watch it and we hate it and we just tear it apart, and you can see them kind of like conforming to our opinions, and I'm like,
Oh my God, this movie was garbage.
yeah, I feel so bad.
And the theme behind your guys' podcast is mostly older movies, right? So older
Yeah.
generational movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
if I
have
asked
a
you to watch
rule, like,
Prometheus
has
on
to
it, it wouldn't be any
at
good.
least 10 years
Ah,
old.
10 years. Okay.
Stop or my mom will shoot.
True Beverly Hills.
Oh, that'd be a good
yeah.
one. Yeah.
I like
love
I
it.
like that movie.
Careful.
I
Careful.
absolutely love that movie.
So we just did some videos from some of the performances from our other podcast here in studio that Tack edited and put up on YouTube for us, and we're doing pretty good. We've got like maybe 45 or 50 views on that video.
Oh man.
Right?
Oh wow.
And then I look at Ash. I look at your video, your channels, and what I usually do is I sort by most popular first, so I get to see
me
the more
too.
popular videos. Ash's video is over 7.5 million for the plants.
Yeah.
The plants and zombies one. That's awesome.
That
That is
one-
really, really cool.
Yeah, that one went viral, and we you know, it's YouTube's a big fucking gamble, guys. It's crazy. I never know what's going to be popular. It's crazy. It's just so weird. I'll like the Hunger Games, we poured our heart and soul into making this Halloween cookie episode that I was like, oh, this is so YouTube. This is so going to go viral. No, nobody cares. Nothing. And so it's just like, I never freaking know. And that video in particular just picked up one day because it was in the related videos for another Plants vs. Zombie video. And now it's gotten to the point where like we look at each other and we're like, it's not going to hit 5 million. That'd be silly. And then we're like, oh my God, it's at 6 million. What the fuck?
Nice.
Like, I just don't even, but then we release like the Fallout video and it's like, it doesn't even have like, I don't think it has 200 views yet. Like, it's just like, nobody cares. I don't
watched
know.
that. I remember the vats, your actor on film. I don't remember who it was, but your actor was opening up the vats pamphlet. I'm
Oh,
like,
that was
that
actually
looks
me.
awesome.
My hands.
That was you? Yeah, that was a cool video. I watched that this afternoon before setting all this up today.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. And then it was the two actors in it. I just sort of use in everything over and over again. But those were my hands instead of making Marissa come all the way over for a little insert shot. I was just like, I'll be her hand double.
All right, so you've listened to the show a couple times, right? So you understand the format.
Yes. I just listened to the Disneyland death one, which super fascinated me because I'm
Good,
Nice.
good.
I'm very
All right,
into
so,
the weird shit that goes on behind Disney's magic
I
curtain.
know. And I notice how she said Disneyland. Because
Yes,
she's California.
I am.
right.
Yeah,
See, over here, we're Disney World.
yeah.
over
I've
here.
never been to Disney World, and I want to go so bad.
You should come. We live like a half hour from Disney World.
Oh
over here.
Yeah.
In fact,
man.
me and my kids just went last weekend. So
Oh, making me
You cannot
jealous.
see that entire park in a weekend. There is so much to do out there.
I'm
can't-
sure.
If you spent the entire open to close in the parks, it's that big. It's ridiculous.
Oh man, and the Harry Potter land. Oh,
Oh, Universal. Yeah.
They just installed something to connect both of the Harry Potter parks together here at Universal. They actually built a real Hogwarts train to take you from place to place.
Oh
It's
my
like their
God.
monorail system, but they made it a train.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
it's cool.
I want to go.
Yep, Hogwarts Express. Well, come on down. If you come down
Yeah.
to this area, come on in studio. We can do a Living Podcariously with you as well.
That
One of
would be
the other shows that we
awesome.
put together.
Yeah,
We'd love to have you.
cool.
all right. So, what list did you bring with you today?
Well, since I thought I would tie into the whole Let's Drink fandom, I did the top 10 weirdest drinks you can find in the world. And
Ooh.
let me tell you,
Is
this
this
was a
an
roller
interactive
coaster
one?
ride, guys, because it was exciting. Like, it was really exciting to research the stuff because I already do a lot of that for Let's Rewatch or Let's Drink. There's too
Let's
many Let's.
Drink.
I told them,
I know.
I said, guys, we can't name it Let's again, and I got outvoted. But so if you haven't seen Let's Drink, it's this YouTube show where I basically impose horrible drinks on my friends and other interesting characters, other YouTubers or minor
And
celebrities.
they're
But
usually
I-
movie themed.
yeah, we have like different themes. Like we did a Harry Potter theme. We did that one was actually really fun. We had apocalypse theme, like all sorts of ones. And we actually we're gonna have a video game theme one coming out soon. But so I already do research like this a lot, and I see a lot of like weird cocktails. But even for me, this list made me feel nauseous at some points.
Oh, dear.
So I just want to
I
put a
dig it.
warning out there. If you are weak of stomach, maybe just be warned. This gets gnarly. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
So, and I did put in a twist. So you get to choose
Oh, yay.
which one.
Nice. What is it?
You'll get to choose which one is fake. So I made one up.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I don't know,
Yeah.
I've had a lot of drinks in my day. I think this one might go down. I can take this one down, Jay. What do you think?
I think you're uttering your famous last words.
I think I am 0 for 10 in guessing the people's twists. I missed Dan Cummins' twist. I always miss your guys' twists in here. I don't think I'm going to get it.
Yeah,
but-
your record is crap. Like,
yeah, it is. Yeah, considerably
You're like,
low.
yeah, I've got this one. You've never had one.
Dance was hard because he like had all this history, and it was like, whoa, this is
he's-
every
Yeah.
single one had such a story behind it. I was like, I have no idea.
Well, he is a ridiculously fascinating person to listen to doing storytelling anyway. So it doesn't matter what he was saying. We were all enamored because he just
Yeah.
tells the story effectively,
Yeah.
and he makes you want to hear more about that story, which is impressive.
Definitely.
But yeah, his was tough. Jay got his though. Jay
I
guessed it.
did.
Oh.
Yes, I did.
That's right. You kept it quiet. Maybe you'll do it this time too.
Yeah, I did because he named the one, and I was like, oh, I've heard. No, I've never heard of that guy.
Yep.
All right. Well,
All right, Ash.
I'll start
Go
us
ahead.
off with number 10.
Number
Yes.
10.
Number 10.
We don't get
is-
much. We get that though.
Don't take that from us.
Number 10 is the hot Cheetos infused tequila. So, yeah. See,
Oh, you shut your mouth. This is Tex-Mex written all over it.
right? Yeah. I felt like now some people might find this gross. Personally, I would drink this one. I don't know. I'd be okay with it. So this drink clearly was invented by a stoner. You fill a jar with
doubt.
flaming hot Cheetos. You pour in tequila. You let it soak in the refrigerator for 3 hours. Strain out the Cheetos and serve with a lime wedge. And for extra fun, you can crush up some flaming hot Cheetos and cover the rim of the glass, which I think would be festive.
Like a salt on the top of a margarita.
Yeah,
Yes.
totally.
Oh.
So I mean,
first of all, flaming hot Cheetos are hot as balls when you
Yeah.
start, like when you have a bunch of them. Those get hot and spicy.
definitely.
Imagine that in a shot.
Well, I made
that's making my belly
I
turn.
made chili vodka once for my boyfriend for Christmas, and I put 9 Thai chilies in there. And I don't know if you've had Thai chilies, but they're like super
No.
spicy.
Yes, tons.
And the longer you let them infuse in the vodka, the spicier it gets too. So I let it sit for like a week, and that shit was so spicy. It was amazing though. But I'm a California kid, so I love spicy. What can I say?
Thai hot's really hot. Our buddies live up in South Carolina, and I've got some family in North Carolina, and they have what they claim is now the hottest pepper, which is the Carolina Reaper, which is a chili, but it's a specialty chili pepper, and it's supposed to be the hottest. The
Oh,
pepper by
man.
itself is at like 3.5 million on the Scoville scale.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
ridiculous.
That is
All
ridiculous.
you white people conquered all this world to discover spices, and all you do is make shit so spicy you can't enjoy the meal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree
Yeah, I
with
like
you, Jay.
hot. I like hot sauces.
It's like a
But I like the
challenge,
taste.
you know? You're like, I did this. I survived.
Yeah, exactly.
right.
Yeah, and the rest of us are like, yeah, well, I enjoyed my meal, so congratulations. I can feel my esophagus. Guess who had dinner and didn't get an ulcer? I did.
So number 9
Nueve.
is smoked salmon flavored vodka. So
I absolutely buy that.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That's something in
sounds
That's something in Long Island. Yes, I'd like some vodka, but can you do me a favor? Put some lox in it.
right, yeah. So this is from Alaska, and it was started in 2016. So it's relatively new. It's
Wow, that
made
is
by the Alaskan Distillery, and they made it in hopes of revolutionizing the flavored vodka market. Whatever that means.
Because Pinnacle had they had their foot
Yeah.
firmly there with their cupcake flavored vodka.
Right, yeah.
Revolutionizing is an interesting adjective to use there.
I know. So Toby Foster, who is the founder and CEO, said that it took them 50 attempts to get the recipe right, claiming that the first 3 attempts were Gag City as his description. Why
What
you
were the
continue?
other 47?
I know. You can only improve from there, I guess. So
That would have been the worst day to be picked for a random
Yeah.
a sampling. Like, hey, we're going to pay 15 people to come in and do samples, and you get the day they're serving. You know, you don't get the flaming hot Cheeto alcohol. You get the fish flavored
Yeah.
vodka. Ugh.
apparently they tried to sample it around different places in Alaska, different bars and whatnot and restaurants, and people were like, I don't think so. Like even Alaskans were like, I don't know.
I don't care that the ice road shut down and we won't get anything until Balto gets here with the medicine. But I'm not drinking salmon.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking salmon vodka.
I just watched Balto for the first time a couple weeks ago. with my
Wait,
son.
what? For the first time? Now I wish that was our Let's Rewatch episode.
Let's rewatch. There we go.
That's a movie Andrea and I have no idea what you guys are talking
Right.
about.
Balto?
I told my
It's a
son-
cartoon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
cartoon.
With a dog.
Well, it's a true
Yeah.
story. Okay, so Nome, Alaska was going through a tuberculosis, or I think it was tuberculosis epidemic. Or,
Sure.
Everybody was dying, and they couldn't get the medicine in because it was the winter.
So
it was a
Balto got
it was a team of dogs, dog sled team that had to get the medicine across, and Balto was the lead dog. And
That
there's
sounds
a
like I would cry the whole
There's
movie.
actually a statue of Balto in Central Park. When I lived in New York, I actually
Really?
saw it, and I was like, "Oh, I thought that statue was just for the movie." No, it's a real thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because New Yorkers benefited from the medicine getting to Nome, Alaska.
Definitely.
True
Yeah.
story, huh? Dogs talked and all that?
Yeah. The dogs talk. His best friend was a goose. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Whole thing totally real. Totally real.
Love it.
So while this drink is not usually consumed on the rocks, it's more commonly an ingredient in Bloody Mary. So, if you had a Bloody Mary drink, I guess I could see it being okay.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Bloody Mary's usually, it's like whatever you put on a steak, you put in a Bloody Mary. So
Yeah.
I can see it on salmon as well. So
And you say it's not normally consumed on the rocks. I'm like, it doesn't sound like it's normally consumed.
Period. Yeah. And I guess it's
full stop.
described as having a smoky flavor with a subtle salmon aftertaste. But I mean, who doesn't want a salmon aftertaste, right? That's
That's Andrea. That's the clone I just bought for myself.
That's not the life I want to live.
I just ate salmon the other day. I loved it.
Salmon is good, but as a flavoring for something,
I know. I gotcha. I
Yeah.
gotcha. Nobody wants a fish flavored anything except fish.
yeah.
So
Fish
No,
love
I
fish
love it when
flavored
people
things.
complain. I love it when people complain about fish. Like, I don't like that fish. It tastes too fishy.
yeah,
Go
it's too gamey.
jump off a bridge.
Well, that's my old joke to go to. How do you know when fish has gone bad? Does it start to smell good? I mean, that's just that's the dad joke of the day for you.
It's never mind. I'm not gonna
I'm
say.
done. I'm done. I'll go home.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, that's how a lot of that works out.
Yeah.
Most of my jokes end up with an anyway. Just saying.
So number 8.
Number
Ocho.
8.
Now onto a more sophisticated drink called the horse jizz.
Oh, yes, this sounds good. I would definitely drink this.
Yes. So the horse jizz
Sounds
is a drink that I
delicious.
actually did subject people to on Let's Drink. And no, it's not actually horse jizz, thank God. It's actually
Oh,
it's actually
It's
a
pony jizz.
Yeah. It's actually a combination of lager beer with milk, which is
Milk.
not great. Which brings you a cocktail
think I
that
saw
probably
that.
only a plastered redneck could make up. I don't know.
God.
I saw
Beer
that
and
episode of Let's Drink where
Yeah.
you guys drank that.
Yeah, it's
So
Travis
this is when you're
McElroy.
running out of beer and you start making shots for your friends with the milk that you have left
Isn't
over.
that's traditionally what a Boilermaker is, where it's a shot of alcohol inside a beer, right? That's traditionally what
Yes,
a
but not
Boilermaker is.
milk.
This
Right.
is
So this
milk.
is a shot of.
This-
Well, no, it's
no.
milk mixed
you take
with lager.
50% beer and 50% milk, and you pour it in a glass and drink it.
So it makes your beer double. Total redneck drink. I
Yeah.
agree.
I'm assuming it's called horse jizz because it probably tastes like horse jizz. Now, my question: who figured that out?
Yeah, I think it's called horse jizz because it actually kind of looks like jizz because
Again,
it's white.
my question stands.
There's always
Who
one
figured that
person in
out?
the crowd that knows.
So
Just saying.
I
wonder if
totally
it
thought
congeals in there.
I totally thought this had to be like a ridiculous drink that just somebody made up, to be like a dare or something stupid. But however, upon researching it, I found that the roots of beer milk actually go back much farther than that. Apparently, the poet Ben Jonson was quoted in 1629 as saying, "Beer or buttermilk mingled together. It is against my free hold to drink such balderdash." Apparently, historically, the word balderdash used to refer to nonsense speech. It didn't used to refer to nonsense speech, but actually weird liquids mixed together that didn't mix well, such as beer and milk, which is weird.
Boulder Dash.
Oh,
Inception of Balderdash.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I'll remember that next time I play Balderdash.
I like that.
I
This
feel
actually
weird
means
saying balderdash without a monocle and a top hat on.
yeah. And then
Balderdash.
I found it went back even farther, which was weird. Is apparently in the Middle Ages, people drank drinks called posets, which was warm curdled milk with ale, sherry, or rum, and it was often sweetened and or spiced, but it was especially popular in the winter season, and it's apparently even mentioned in the Shakespeare play Macbeth, which is pretty weird.
Sounds like the predecessor for eggnog, which I could
Yeah.
also see being called horse jizz.
Yep, yeah. I actually
love
didn't
eggnog.
mind it when we drank it on Let's Drink. I was the only person that was like, this isn't so bad. I think it'd be pretty good if it was like done with a brown or stout beer instead of a lager, because the lager wasn't a great flavor.
Okay, you know
with
what?
the
I
milk.
can actually see that. Now that
Yeah.
you say that.
Yeah, it's like
Well, if it's done with a dark brown or a stout, then it's just going to look like black coffee with milk.
Yeah,
your,
that's
your
true.
mind,
Guessing.
your mind association with it is going to be completely different than a lager.
yeah, that's true.
It's going to mellow out the bitter.
Yeah, maybe that's just part of the. It just looks too jizzy for people.
What's wrong with jizz? It's
Yeah.
delicious.
Excuse me, can we put some pineapple in that? Can we just a little bit of pineapple?
The next shot is human jizz. No, wait.
Oh no. Actually, no, just kidding. So number 7,
Number
Siete.
7.
So this one I came across. It's while researching drinks for Let's Drink, and it was even so vile that even I couldn't do it. I was like, no. So it's called the Smoker's Cough, and it is.
I'm listening.
It's basically consists of Jägermeister in a shot glass with a huge glob of mayonnaise on top. That's it.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Even I was like,
Oh my
no,
God.
That one's not called donkey jizz or whatever it is.
Wow, the visual of that, of just drinking that Jägermeister.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it looks
Now,
as
does it
disgusting.
change the name if you use Miracle Whip instead of Hellman's?
It looks as disgusting as it sounds, as it looks like it's, the lung of potentially a smoker, I guess, is where it gets its name.
Yeah.
I couldn't find any history on this drink, but I'm assuming that's because nobody wants to claim responsibility for making this. Like, who would want,
Gross.
No.
That's somebody who was trying to make some kind of spread, and instead of grabbing for their like vinaigrette or some shit, accidentally grabbed some Jaeger, threw it in with the mayo, and just drank it because they're like, well, I can't waste Jaeger.
Oh,
You know
man.
what we should do for this, for Ash's list is link this up on our social media and have a listener, if they want to win, I don't know, some sort of prize, show us in video that they're doing all of these shots that are in
man.
her list. And
No,
submit the video
we'd
to
have
us.
we'd have to have a medical waiver.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Some of these
Disclaimer.
guys, these are the
Especially
safe
for
ones.
the made-up one.
It gets
Yeah.
worse.
And matter of fact, kids, don't try this at home. Just go.
Yeah. If you want to try the past ones I've spoke of, go for it. But the next few, I wouldn't suggest it.
So you're saying it gets worse from here?
It gets way worse.
Number
we just got the
two.
vanilla stuff.
Yeah. So number 6 is still pretty safe though.
Number
Six.
6.
And it's called the Nagasake from Japan.
Ooh, all right.
And it's funny that you brought up eggnog earlier because, while eggnog is a traditional beverage during the holidays here in America, the Japanese have put a unique twist on it by combining it with sake for the holiday drink and leaving something that even Santa would probably be in tears over. So the drink is 1 part eggnog, 3 parts sake, making you probably question why you would mix heavy cream and sake. I don't know. But yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest. That sounds a little bit appetizing. To me.
Really?
I love both of
Curdling.
those. Yeah. You got to drink it fast.
It's interesting because
Definitely.
I tried. My girlfriend and I, we went out to a Japanese restaurant a couple months ago, and I had sake for the first time. I'd never had it.
Oh,
and
it's
she's like, no,
great.
you have to drink it warm. Yeah.
Yep.
And it was like I actually liked it. It's much better warm.
Oh,
than
yeah.
It is cold.
There's a ritual
Yeah.
to sake drinking as well. So
I
you
actually
can't
liked
leave.
it. It was pretty good.
You can't leave your shot glass empty. I don't remember all the etiquette, but you can't leave your sake shot glass empty. If you do, that's an insult. If you want more, but you're not ready to drink it, you turn it upside down or put it on top of the sake jar. There's a bunch of rituals behind it. But
Yeah.
that doesn't look, eggnog is good and sake is fantastic to me. That doesn't sound half bad. Out of all the shots so far or all the drinks so far, that's the one I would do.
You drink that one?
I think I would
you
do that
gotta
one. Yeah, I
wonder
would
though, is
definitely
the
do that
sake hot or is it cold? Because if it was hot with the eggnog,
Yeah. See, I want hot
gonna
sake, but I
curdle
want
up.
cold.
Fast.
I want cold eggnog.
It's
too,
Yeah.
so-
immediately.
Just got to drink it fast.
Really
That's all.
fast.
Power through it. Yeah,
it's
power
like
through
a
it.
sake bomb, but reversed. It's an eggnog bomb, I guess.
So what happens in your stomach, though?
Not good.
Well, eggnog
Bad
is
things.
American and sake is Japanese, so they fight it out for the winner. I'm just saying.
For that, I'm going to refer you to Jim Brewer, who has a great YouTube
Oh,
video
yes.
laying out what happens when the
I've
different
seen
alcohols
that.
mix in.
Oh,
No
no.
trouble, man. Yeah. All right. So at this portion, we take a break. We were at number 6, right?
Yes.
Was it the
Yeah,
end
that
of
was
number
6.
6. Okay. All right. So right now we're gonna take a break. And do you have a teaser for something that's coming up in the second half or anything?
Well, I would say strap in, everybody, because from this point
Oh,
on,
boy.
it
No,
gets
strap
real
in now.
serious. Real serious, guys.
Nice.
All right. So we're gonna take a break in the studio, and we will be right back.
Village Idiot Pub. You locals know about it. You guys from out of town have to check them out.
Village Idiot Pub is now a proud sponsor with Living Podcariously and the Twisted 10 podcasts.
It's more than just about commercials, though. The cast here will be taking our show on the road to Village Idiot to record some episodes as well as hold events. They have over 30 beers on tap, including ciders and Hefeweizen, my favorite, as well as hundreds of bottle choices.
Adam, you forgot my favorite, all the delicious wine. So get your friends together and enjoy the board games, puzzles, and the giant Jenga.
Let the owner, Jason, as well as the rest of the staff there, take excellent care of your beer drinking needs.
Mention either one of our shows to the staff and get 10% off your tab.
Tuesday is open mic, Wednesday is trivia, Thursday is karaoke, Friday and Saturday night are live music.
Visit them at 4 Harrison Street, Suite 103, Cocoa, Florida, or Village Idiot Pub on Facebook. And don't forget, they are a dog-friendly location, so bring your friends, family, and fur babies.
Hey, it's Adam. If you enjoy the hosts or the content of the Twisted 10, be sure to check out our other show. It's called Living Podcariously. While the Twisted 10 may get crass and explicit occasionally, it holds no water to Living Podcariously. We do get a little bit more rough and raw on that show. We have a lot of fun producing it and have had some awesome guests. And as always, thanks for listening.
Okay, we have 45 seconds before the anesthesia wears off, so we have to make this quick.
That's not very good anesthesia.
Focus, now. Remember why we're here.
Honestly, no. Sandwiches?
Soon. Look, we're here to tell the Twisted 10 listeners about our show, the Conversation Hats podcast, in which a hat tells us to talk about geek culture, the arts and the abstract, features guests from the creative industries along with original sketches and music.
Oh yeah. I guess we'd mentioned that the Conversation Hat is available on iTunes, SoundCloud, and on StabbedPanda.com, right?
I really wish we'd scripted this before breaking in.
Liam, they're starting to wake up.
Oh, darn, there's no time. Come on, through the window.
We forgot the sandwiches.
DJ Gil Lugo is bringing back the old school.
Just a castaway, an island lost at sea. Another lonely day, no one here but me. More loneliness than any man could bear. Rescue me before I fall into despair.
And welcome back to the Twisted 10. All right, and we have Ash Blodgett from Laugh Stash TV and Let's Rewatch here with us.
Yeah.
And she's doing a little top 10 weirdest drinks on the planet or something.
Yeah, something like that. I wouldn't quite call them cocktails because they're not all cocktails, so we'll just say weirdest drinks.
All right.
But number 10 is the hot Cheeto infused tequila. Number 9 was the smoked salmon flavored vodka. Number 8 was horse jizz, which I just feel dirty saying every time. And number 7 was smoker's cough. And number 6 was Nagasake, which sounds like it would be a cool band name, Nagasake.
You just named my 90s rock band.
Yeah. So, yeah, that brings us to number 5.
Number 5.
The live minnow shot from Missouri. Yes.
What?
I absolutely believe that.
A live
What?
minnow. So apparently at Big Dick's Halfway In, which, man, if you're going to name an establishment.
Big Dick's halfway.
Hey, nothing but the finest
That's
caliber
awesome.
here in the great state of Missouri.
Yeah. Established in 1990 in Missouri, you can drink a shot with an actual live minnow in it because, you know, who doesn't want to deep throat a fish, I guess.
Well, the Mexicans get the worm in their tequila. We can get the minnow in our whatever that's
That's what the
mixed with.
Southwestern, or not, Midwestern, not Southwesterners are saying.
What's the street magician out in LA called or named? David Blaine. He did a bit where he swallowed live fish through just water and then brought them back up, which is kind of gross. But that's what
Yeah,
that
there's
kinda
a few
reminds me of.
magicians who do the fish in their routine.
California,
in fact,
they do weird shit like that for no reason.
Yeah, those California
Yeah.
people.
Californians. What are you doing here? Sorry, it's Saturday Night Live skit.
Oh yeah, I like the one where they make fun of us for using
All the street
freeways
names?
for directions, which is totally
It's always-
100%
and
true.
It is true. Like you watch TV or TV shows where they're always like, you take the 405 and it's so funny.
100% true. Everybody here is like, yeah, you just go down the 5, and it's like, okay. But I always tell people I have a phone and it has GPS. Thank you. So apparently you can choose the alcohol you'd like to shoot, and you can even choose your minnow. And
It's like picking the lobster out of the tank.
yeah, I want the feisty one over there. And to perform the shot, I feel like it's just even more in poor taste, just like the shot. But you tilt back your head and you pour in the shot with the minnow, and you let it swim around with your mouth open so that all your friends and family can see the disgusting mouth jacuzzi you've just made for this minnow friend of yours, I guess. Ugh. And then you swallow the minnow live, and I quote from a reviewer, so you can really feel how he wiggles down your throat. Yummy.
That poor minnow. He is swimming in some alcohol, getting a nice little buzz, about to go spelunking for all he knows.
Yeah. And suddenly,
God.
How long does the minnow? But wait, how long does the minnow live? He's in alcohol.
I know he can't live long in alcohol, right? Like.
They're talking about keep your head back so he can swim around, like
so he can die.
He's dead.
Jay's got the local Brevard County PETA group out after us.
Oh no, by no means. They don't like me. I've been banned from all of their events.
I was like reading reviews for this place, and people were saying like the minnow shot is the highlight of this place, and I'm like, if that's the highlight, dear God.
Yeah.
Imagine the stuff that actually gets sent back to the kitchen.
Yeah.
No, this isn't right.
So number 4, and
Number
it's just
4.
it's just getting
Cuatro.
more disgusting from here, guys. I'm so sorry.
Good.
It's called 3 penis wine.
What gray penis wine?
3 penis
Three penis wine. No, this
three
is
penis
from the
wine.
league. This is from
Is
the
it
league. John
really?
LaJoie made it up. Yeah.
No, this is
That was her
actually
made-up one.
a Chinese liquor. I will tell you, this
Yeah.
one is not fake, actually. So it's from China, and it's actually a liquor fermented with deer, dog, and seal penises, and
Yep.
it's supposed to increase the male sexual drive. I guess historically, nope. Historically, animal penises in Chinese traditional medicine have been used to help male vitality, but also athletic performance. So in 2008, a similar drink called the deer penis wine was banned from the Beijing Olympics because it was believed to be performance enhancing.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Is this like that horny goat weed type, placebo effect medicine they give you?
It's the beauty of Eastern medicine, my friend. That's
Wait,
what this is.
what is goat weed? Because this is a whole thing I don't know about.
There's a horny goat
There
weed.
is a
It's
horny
not. It's
goat
not
weed.
as good as it sounds, either for the goat or for a weed reference. But it's all that it is a pill. Excuse me, it's a pill with some sort of supplements that are supposed to do this exact same effect.
Oh.
It's like gas station Viagra.
Yeah, gas station. Basically, yes.
Oh boy. Yeah. So I guess this
No, but
is
yeah,
the
3
gas station Viagra of China. I guess.
So
Nice.
John LaJoie didn't make it up. I'm sorry, but he brings it up in the show. If you ever watch The League,
Okay.
he always walks around. His character's name is Taco, and he always at some point in any season will reference 3 penis wine.
Oh man.
Wow.
And he goes into what it does, the whole thing, just like you did. And I'm like, 3 penis wine. I felt excited, like, oh, I've heard of it.
Oh my god.
I'm upset that this is the
surprised.
one that I've heard of.
Yeah. And it's just horrifying to think. I mean, how desperate must you be if you have to drink 3
Well, you're
penis
already
wine?
Asian, so you already have genetics working against you.
Oh, there it was. I wasn't going to make that joke.
Oh,
but
boy.
Jay got it.
Oh, racism is fun.
So number 3.
That should be a T-shirt. It would sell like hotcakes here in the South. Racism, it's fun.
So number 3.
Number 3.
Tres. Is it bad that I mentioned racism and then go straight to Spanish?
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, you're just being the Count, right? From Sesame Street, right? It's not necessarily.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
But in Spanish, we have Plaza Sésamo in Spanish.
So number 3 is the Cobra Heart Shot from Saigon, Vietnam.
Cobra
And-
Heart Shot.
You just named my 80s band.
That sounds like what Rambo drank before he started killing everybody.
Right?
Yeah, definitely 80s hair metal for sure. And this is a shot that's made with a still beating cobra heart in it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you can take up the challenge that he said where you drink all the drinks in this episode, my God, if you got a cobra heart shot,
That's one hell of
hats
a
off
stomach
to
there
you,
for
sir.
sure.
Do you get to pick your Cobra for that one too?
You do. So brave drinkers can usually choose their own venomous snake for the beverage, which is freshly killed on the spot. The blood and bile are drained from the snake, and then the heart is ripped out. The rest of the snake is usually taken to be prepared into various dishes that accompany your thirst for more snake, because you're going to want more, I guess. And the snake blood and bile is then mixed with rice wine and served in a shot glass, and drinkers are instructed to drop the beating snake heart into it and consume. So yeah, apparently you can feel it beating on the way down, some people say.
Oh, nice.
I picture like a Vietnamese market, which is like, like all this commotion, and there's that one guy yelling like, and like holding the cobra up as he parades it down to the bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I did a lot of research on that one because I wanted to know, and I could not find it, but I wanted to know, how did this originate? Like, where did this come from? At what point was somebody like, you see that snake right there? I'm going to fucking drink its heart. Like, how badass.
It was a
fucked
Vietnamese redneck. That's what it was. Yep.
Like, where did this come from? But anyway, couldn't
I was just
couldn't
saying like
find
Temple
that.
of Doom, like Karima.
Yeah, right. But I did find pictures of like, just like you said, like, just these markets where they've got like snakes in buckets and people are just like, yeah, that one. And then they cut it up and eat it at a table right next to the buckets or something. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh,
Well,
God.
here we get to pick our lobsters from the tank. There, they get to pick their cobra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all culture, my friend. It's all culture.
Or do you have
I
to use
guess
that claw
so.
machine to get the cobra, and then you win the dinner?
Yeah.
You win.
So, all right. Number 2.
Number two.
It's a toss up between, in my opinion, what's more disgusting, number 2 or number 1. Number 2, because it's more cruelty to animals, but it's baby mice rice wine. Yeah.
Oh, the veal of the mice kingdom.
I'm about to really recant on that. I want to do all these drinks.
Right?
Yeah, on this one.
Definitely. I had to as I was doing this list, I was like, I need to lighten some of these up. So I did the sort of kind of funner ones in the beginning because I was like, these are really, really gnarly. But yes, this one is from Korea and China. And yes, it's as horrifying as it sounds. It's viewed as a traditional health tonic in both Chinese and in China and Korea. And it's made, the way it's made is potentially even more horrifying than the name. The drinker the drink is made by taking live baby mice recently born, no more than 3 days old, and putting them into a large jug of rice wine.
It's only because you don't want hair in your drink. That's the only reason why they did that.
Well, they don't have much hair when they're just like a day old, right?
Yeah.
So
They're
I guess
bald.
that's why they can't be more than 3 days.
Oh, gross.
So they are left to ferment for a whole year.
Rotten
Wait, they're
baby mice
For a year?
to drink.
Yeah.
Why?
And after
Because you gotta let that ferment, son.
after the wine is completely consumed, they eat the mice.
Oh,
That's made up.
Shit,
She
by then
made it
you're
up.
by then you're
It's
probably
not
drunk
real.
enough to do it anyway.
It's not real.
So it's not even in the drink. It's just like a side dish to the drink.
Yeah, it's the what do they call it? The little thing they put on
The
top,
worm
like
and
a
the
lemon
tequila?
wedge.
That's like a lemon wedge. You squish
Squish
its
a
belly.
little.
Yeah, like a poorly developed mouse fetus sitting there right on the
God.
fucking tip right on the rim.
Oh,
It's not real. It's not real. I can't believe it.
You know what's killing me? We're not even at number one. Only one of these is fake.
Yeah, only one.
that is kinda nuts, huh?
surprisingly. And I just there were honestly some even worse ones that I was like, no, I can't. I can't put that on here because
God, I want that Cobra one to be real so bad.
It is real, isn't it?
I'm not telling
Is
you.
it, though?
It's-
Dun dun dun.
So that brings us to number one.
Number one.
Uno.
And that is the Sourdough Cocktail from Dawson City, Yukon, Canada. And it was invented in 1973. And this one I've got lots of facts for you on, so hold on.
All right.
So this is an actual cocktail. I know the name doesn't sound weird, but it's an actual cocktail made from an amplified toe. Or not amplified, amputated. Amplified.
Okay. There we
By
go.
the alcohol. No. Amputated toe. So the first toe is said to be from a miner and rum runner named Louis
Is that
Lycan.
minor ER or minor OR?
Miner like with the coal and the axe.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Yeah, he was a
I don't know
child
if
and
they
they
were
took
taking
his toe.
children. Yeah.
I'm seeing children too.
And the
So
sacrifice of a virgin.
He lost his toe to frostbite in 1920 in the 1920s, and he preserved it in a jar of alcohol for the memories question mark I guess. But in 1973, Captain Dick Stevenson found the jar while cleaning the cabin and brought it down to the local bar, like you do, and plunged it into a drink of people who were brave enough to accept the challenge, forming the Sourdough Cocktail Club, like you do, I guess.
That is not something you put on your resume.
No, I guess if you're really bored in Canada, maybe there's not a lot to do. I don't
not
know.
a lot to do up there in the Great White North.
I guess not.
So the original toe lasted only 7 years, and the article I read used the word "only," which I don't think was an appropriate word there. But it lasted only 7 years as a miner, again with ER, named Gary Younger was trying to set a record of 13 toe cocktails when his chair tipped over and he swallowed the toe.
Oh no!
So
Yeah, exactly.
at that time, that made the toe around 57 years old, plus the age of Louis Lycan when he lost it. So we're talking like maybe mid 60s old or 80s old
100-year-old
toe. I don't
toe?
know. Like really disgusting.
That like coming back out.
So what you're saying is that all those like body parts and like biology labs and stuff, those are just potentially shots waiting to happen.
Definitely.
Well, hopefully
Yeah.
the alcohol that he was using wasn't formaldehyde. You don't want to shoot that.
Yeah, so your insides would be really well preserved.
So over the years, 7 more toes were donated for the cause. Several also were swallowed by accident. How do you accidentally do that? I don't know.
Right.
7 times.
Well, some people are used to eating Wendy's chili is the thing. So
That's good chili.
Wendy's is not an official sponsor of No, just kidding.
Oh no, they are. They are a sponsor, actually. I'm just kidding. So apparently, there was 1 toe swallowed on purpose, and it was swallowed on August 24th, 2013. And a man came in, swallowed it, paid the $500 fine, and then left. I'm guessing this was a triple dog dare, because, like, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I dare you to lose $500 in the dumbest way possible.
Yeah.
This one's
Well, let me
made
tell you
up.
about this bar in Canada.
So the fine since has been increased to $2,500 since the incident, because they don't want that to happen again, I guess.
Who's finding them? The bar? Or
The bar
like
is
the
finding
city?
people, yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And you can still get this
Yeah,
drink, by the way. Like, you can go to Dawson City, Yukon, Canada and still get this drink at this bar. Still.
Oh, so there's been another toe
Yes.
donated, is what you're saying.
People
Oh, okay.
constantly
Yeah, a few
keep
more came
donating
in.
toes. I read that one
Who's
guy
donating toes?
had an accident and his toe got cut off while he was mowing his lawn, and he like mailed it to them as a donation. Like
jeez.
weird shit like that.
How did that get through customs?
The postman's like, this is
isn't
the
that like
weirdest.
security stuff in the mail?
This is the weirdest envelope ever. What is this?
You can picture that mailman. You know, like you got that one douchey mailman that's going through envelopes trying to take whatever cash. Imagine him opening that one. He's like, "Oh no, this is a mafia hit. I'm done."
He just takes off and starts a whole new life somewhere, only to find out later this whole story about the cocktail. This sounds like a movie plot. Let's do it.
I wonder
Yeah,
if
it does.
anybody from the mafia has done that, like cut off somebody's toes and then send it to the bar just to get rid of the evidence.
Maybe. That's a good idea.
Hidden in
So-
plain sight.
The sourdough apparently can go into any cocktail. So like you order the cocktail and then they just put the toe in it. But the only rule that has still been in place over time is that you can drink it fast, you can drink it slow, but the lips have got to touch the toe, which just puts the seal on. Yeah. Puts the seal on disgusting. Absolute
That's
disgusting.
made up.
You are. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty convincing.
So is that it? That's the
Maybe
That's
she was
it.
just that good at making up all the stuff around the fake
It's
one.
all
Maybe there's only one that's real.
She could have spent all the time making this creative story about this toe drink and then based the rest of it off. The whole rest of it was based on her story.
I just worked backwards. I got slightly less disgusting as I went.
All right, so let's take our. Can you run through the names of each of the 10 again, if you don't mind?
Yeah, so number 10 is hot Cheetos infused tequila. Number 9 is smoked salmon flavored vodka. Number 8 is horse jizz, aka beer milk. Number 7 is smoker's cough. Number 6 is Nagasaki. Number 5 is live minnow shot. Number 4 is 3 penis wine. Why didn't they just make a 5 penis wine? Anyway, number 3 is
2 penises better.
how many penises can you get in one beverage? Number 3 is Cobra Heart Shots. Number 2 is Baby Mice Rice Wine. And number 1 is the Sourdough Cocktail. Also, I would like to know, tell me which one's fake, but I also want to know if you absolutely had to drink one, which one would you choose?
Oh, nice.
Well, there's a few on that list I wouldn't mind doing.
I would do the Cheetos one if I had to, and
Me
I'm going
too.
to choose smoker's cough.
You're going smokers. All right, so we're all going to take guesses at which ones we think is
Okay.
is not the right one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you at the end after you all guess.
All right. I am going to say the fake one is smoker's cough as well.
Which one would you drink?
Let's see here. I can't think.
Cobra.
No.
Horse jizz.
Oh.
Come
How
on.
drunk am I? How drunk am I to have to drink?
First drink of the night, Tat.
First
Yeah,
drink of the night, I'm
first
going with
drink.
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
All right, so I'm gonna go. The drink that I would drink would probably be the one with milk. I think that would be an easy one to mix.
It's the
and-
horse jizz.
Yeah, horse jizz.
He didn't want
But
to
I
say
would
the
want it
name
with a
again.
darker
He
lager.
was like, eh.
I actually forgot the name there for a minute. I'm like, oh, which one was that one? I knew which one I would do. The one I think is the made up one. I'm gonna go with Cobra Heart.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so the one that I would do is actually Cobra Heart, just so I could watch a Vietnamese villager bring my snake through the restaurant.
I think you might have to fight him afterwards in a ring in a basement somewhere.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I can dip my hands in like the hot wax
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the nails and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
All right.
As far as which one is fake, I gotta go with a mouse.
The mice babies?
Yeah, the
Mice
mice
baby.
The mice babies.
All right.
All right. So
All right, here's the reveal.
Here's the reveal. Go ahead.
I am shocked, guys, because the fake one is none of the ones that you guys guessed.
Oh.
The fake one is Nagasaki. Nagasaki is actually a
That's the
fake
fake
drink.
one. That's the one that made the most sense.
I know, but it's actually from an episode of The Office that aired in 2006 called A Benihana Christmas.
Oh,
Damn it! You know what? That's exactly why I heard of it too.
I was
thought it
worried
a real
you'd
thing.
know. Yeah, when you mentioned the league, I was like, uh-oh, he might know.
Yeah, you sold that pretty well too, Jay. You were pretty convincing.
all right,
with that one.
Ash. So what you have to do now is you have to make that drink in your next episode of Let's Drink, and you have to drink it. Thanks.
And then it becomes real.
And then you have to name it after the Twisted 10.
Yeah, there you go. But
awesome.
the Cobra Heart shot, 100% real, and I have a friend who has drank that, which is weird.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I've heard of that one.
There's got to be video online of that somewhere.
There
Oh,
is.
That's a
definitely.
video I don't want to search. I'm just saying I don't need to see that.
Yeah.
And, like, that's the worst thing on your search history.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So what's the drink that you would drink, Ash?
Oh, I would definitely go with the Cheetos because that just sounds good to me. But I would try, even though I'm not a fish person, but I would try the smoked salmon flavored vodka just to try it.
Oh, yeah, I probably
Yeah,
I
I'd
forgot
give that a
about
shot.
that
That's
one.
a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Remember, this is the same chick who did horse jizz.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
already
True.
did that one.
True.
I already nailed that.
You're ahead of all of us.
Nice.
I do the minnow shot just to say that I went to Big Dicks.
Yeah. Get a shirt. I went to Big Dick's
Yeah.
and all I got was the minnow shot.
No, it's Big Dick's halfway in. You have to get the full name in there.
Oh,
so
no, I just
cool.
got it. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Wait, is that really the?
And instead of paying the tab, you just pay the tip. You just give her the tip.
Oh, just the tip. Just the tip.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Wait, is that really the full name of the place?
Yes.
Big Dicks halfway in.
Yeah.
Oh, that is cute.
All right, Ash. So what is it you would like to plug?
Oh, yeah. So if you enjoyed this, then definitely check out Let's Drink on our YouTube channel, Laughstash TV, where we actually drink drinks kind of like these. Nothing
Nice.
with animal killing.
All right.
I don't think so far. But we do have like a bacon martini that we do. We've had all sorts of fun ones. We did Archer drinks, which was fun because that was like just fake drinks that Archer invents in the show. So that one was disgusting because we did the poor man's Bloody Mary, which was just ketchup and vodka, and I accidentally used expired ketchup. So yeah, that was fun. So
I don't think it would have mattered.
yeah, I do stupid things on the internet. So check me out at Laughstash TV, or you can listen to me talk some more on our podcast, which is Let's Rewatch, which you can follow Let's Rewatch at Let's Rewatch on Twitter.
Cool, very cool.
Very cool.
We'll put all those in the show notes of this
Cool.
episode as well.
Well,
so when it
thank
goes
you.
out to the different hosts, it'll have those in there.
Awesome.
So our
thanks.
listeners can check out those as well through those show notes.
Y'all
But-
should do a shot out of a chocolate bunny for Easter.
That would be fun.
Ooh, I like that. Maybe some sherry out of a chocolate bunny.
But you can pick whichever end you're going to do the shot out of the bunny.
Do you
We
get
should
to pick
take
your
like
own
a
bunny too, like
a
in
knife
tank?
and like
A live
slice
bunny?
off the head.
Yeah. Let's see. You can follow us on Twitter as well at the Twisted 10. And if you want to email us or tell us that we suck or tell us that we're great, or maybe you want to come on the show like Ash did via Skype or come into the studio.
Yeah,
you
tell
can
them
get a hold
how
of us
awful I was. Yeah, that bitch was awful. Never have her on again.
No, it was awesome.
No, you did great.
Just kidding.
But you can email us at thetwisted10@gmail.com. And, of course, follow us on Facebook and also on our YouTube channel with Dichotomy Media LLC podcast, along with the other shows that we do, Live and Vicariously, and also my other podcast, You're 40 Now
40
What.
Now What, yep.
So,
Oh, wow. You've
and,
got a lot
soon
of
to
them.
I do three. And,
Wow.
And then soon to have another little project coming up. The cartoon's going to be released soon.
Yeah, with our other show, Ash, we had a incarnation or a birth of character voices. It just happened one day with one of the games that we play that Tach brought to our other show. It just kind of happened that way, and Tach fell in love with it, so now our cast down here is voicing cartoon characters that Tach's animating for us. Was that too much of a giveaway for what you're working on? that kind of told the whole thing to the listeners.
Yeah, so there's a cartoon coming out.
Way to tease that, Adam. Do you make trailers for DC movies? Is that what you do?
And here's how it ends. Every episode ends with... I'm just kidding.
You can also catch us on Tuesdays on Podcast Radio Network.
That's right. Yeah. All right, Ash. Well, thanks for joining us today. We really enjoyed having you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I'll check my email on my phone to see when that invite is, where I can be on Let's Rewatch. Just saying.
Definitely.
Something must be wrong with his email. Hey, Ash, before you hang up, before we disconnect, we want to get a group picture with you as like a selfie, if that's all right.
Yeah, totally.
We've got a big TV behind us, over here in the studio where we see you. So we'll just kind of, all you'll be looking at is our butts, but just look into your camera and smile. Just don't look down.
All right, so I guess for the Twisted 10, I'm Tach.
I'm Adam.
I'm Andrea Joy.
I'm Jay Alvarez.
And over there is...
Ash Blodgett. Sorry. Thanks for having me on.
We will see you guys. Yeah, you're awesome. Thanks.
Awesome guest.
Hey, awesome. Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
No problem.
We will see you guys next week. See ya.
See you later.
Right. Bye.
Wait. Don't hit stop on the episode just yet. Hey, this is Tach from the podcast you just listened to. And if you enjoy Living Podcariously or The Twisted 10, then you're going to love my new podcast I co-host with my lifelong buddy, Ron Caniff. It's called You're 40, Now What? It's about the trials and tribulations of turning 40 and just getting through life. So check it out on iTunes, Google Play Music, and anywhere you listen to podcasts. Thanks. Now go give someone a mouth hug. Haley is bored. Bored with life and endlessly looking for a purpose and her place in the universe. She knows there's more out there than working 9 to 5. She never imagined going on one job interview would change everything and open doors she never knew existed. Ancient family journals, 2 friends, and an irresistible bloodlust to deal with. Turns out being a vampire isn't as sexy as she thought it would be. Between the monster, late-night bloodbaths, and a vengeful ex-love of her man, it keeps her busy. But it doesn't have to be this way. Does it? Should she live free and forever without responsibilities? Or will she find the direction she's been looking for? One thing she does know is that she will fight for what she wants and create the perfect life without traditional vampire restrictions. And she won't let anyone or anything get in her way. Order your copy of the novel First Generation Book 1 by Zoe Emerson on Amazon. Available on paperback and Kindle. For more information, go to zoeemerson.com.
We'll take excellent care of you.
Mention either one of our shows to the staff and get 10% off your tab.
You can catch the entire cast from Living Podcariously as well as the Twisted 10 there on April 1st for this run. I'm thinking we should set up mics and let our listeners and the people at Village Idiot add some commentary.
Ooh, that could be dangerous.
The Village Idiot run will be on April 1st, directly in front of the Village Idiot Pub on Harrison Street in Cocoa, directly across from the big park.
Visit Village Idiot Pub on Facebook for full event details.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All 3 engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You're listening to The Twisted 10, bringing you original and unique, host-created top 10 list, recorded live in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida, with hosts Tach Van Sickle and Adam Poston.
All right, and welcome to the Twisted 10. If this is your first time coming to this show, welcome. And what we do here is we take a top 10 list, original top 10 list. We break it down, we mash it up, we put it in a little sandwich, maybe even a Hot Pocket. We microwave it for about a minute and a half. Then we eat it, and that's called consumption, Adam.
Our listeners are so confused if this is their first episode.
And then we break it down and we have a good time with it. So, welcome to the Twisted 10. I am not a host today, but I am a guest, and my name is Tach. I'm sitting over there on the other chair.
That's right. My name is Adam. I am also not one of your hosts tonight. And Tach is kind of leading into this correctly. We sometimes allow guests to completely take over the show and bring us their own original unique top 10 list. Sitting over on the lady chase here in the Twisted 10 studio.
Hi, I'm Andrea Joy, and I am not your hostess.
All right.
And over in the oddly placed chair.
It's in a weird spot, yeah.
I'm not in my normal home. I don't know how I feel about this. That notwithstanding, I am Jay Alvarez. Again, not the host this week.
Oh.
Who could it be?
So what's going on, Tach?
Well, we do have a special guest in the studio. Well, sort of in the studio.
My favorite videos that you guys have up.
You know, that was like one of the hardest things to shoot too, because I was like, let's shoot on the beach. And then we got there and we were like, sand everywhere. Sand. Why did we do this? This is a horrible idea.
It's like sex on the beach. It's like, it's just going to be nice. It's going to be romantic. And then you got sand and all your crevices and orifices. And,
every crack.
Yeah, so Ash runs Laugh Stash TV on YouTube. And there's several different shows in there. You got the Hunger Games. You have Let's Drink.
Oh wait,
right?
1 second. Oh no, my Roomba's going off. I'm sorry. 1 second, let me stop.
That's all good. Take your time.
Roomba. Like I said, guys, she's Los Angeles millennial. She's got a Roomba.
The best thing of that was like the Roomba came in kind of like that kid in that BBC interview.
That was hilarious.
Walked in on his dad's interview.
Oh my god, I was thinking beforehand how that would be my dog. My dog would come in like the BBC interview. I had no idea it would be my robot. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
That is perfect.
That was
Ash.
so good. It should have been planned.
Oh man. The funny part is I don't just have one Roomba. I have two.
Oh my.
Adam, how would you like to turn into an idiot?
I'm not sure I follow.
For our new sponsor, Village Idiot Pub, the 5K.
Oh, yeah. Village Idiot Pub in historic Cocoa Village is holding an event for the Children's Hunger Project called The Village Has Lost Its Idiot Again.
The run is a 5K held right in front of Village Idiot Pub on Harrison Street in Cocoa.
It's an event to raise money and awareness for the Children's Hunger Project. While you can run, you don't have to. You can walk, skip, or drink your way to the end.
So bust out those costumes, bedazzlers, and sequins and get creative, as there will be awards for the best dressed fool or idiot. The theme is Masquerade Ball.
Also, you've heard them on Living Podcariously do a performance, as well as guesting on the Twisted 10. Our friends of the podcasts, Hot Pink, will be performing for the Village Idiot at 7 p.m.
This 5K is not a timed event. It's a fun run. It's really about having fun and raising some money for the Children's Hunger Project.
Village Idiot Pub has over 30 beers on tap, including ciders as well as Hefeweizens, my favorite, hundreds of bottle choices, and a great selection of wine.
So get your friends together for the run, then enjoy the board games, puzzles, and giant Jenga inside, as well as Hot Pink's performance.
Jason and the rest of the staff are awesome. And
With us tonight, we have Ash Blodgett. Welcome, Ash.
Thank you.
Ash.
Thank you.
What is going on?
I took a break from catching Pokemon to be here.
She's a millennial, guys, just so you guys know. She's a millennial, so.
Most of us are just barely outside
Just
that millennial
barely.
Yeah,
age
and she lives in
frame.
Los Angeles, which means she
Even
doesn't
worse.
like guns and loves Obama. So
Ash, you may also hear in the background our little studio mascot, Oliver, jumping around and barking occasionally.
Oliver, oddly enough, also not a host this week, guys.
We should have Oliver's top 10 list one week.
Top 10 dog
Bonus
treats.
episode.
Oliver's top 10 favorite things to bark at.
Yeah.
yeah.
Asha, Tach sent me a link. I had seen it a long time ago when you did a guest appearance on his show on the Taint Funny podcast a while back. I saw some of your YouTube channel videos, but he recently resent it to me because he said you might be coming on the show. So I looked at your videos again, and there's some really, really funny shit in there.
Thank you.
I personally, and I didn't see these back then, so I don't know how old they are, but my personal favorite is Date Ninja.
Oh, Breakup Ninja,
Breakup Ninja.
Or Breakup Ninja.
Yeah.
Breakup Ninja. Yeah, my bad. I named the wrong thing. Oops. But yes, that is my absolute favorite. The beach scene has to be one of my best